we're here at John O'Quinn Field. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. It's the Pittsburgh Panthers and the Houston Cougars. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Hey guys, Pitt's head coach told me before the game they are so excited about how they've been able to prove everybody wrong. What they accomplished last week has pushed them into the conversation, and now they've got to prove that they can be even better. He said, I felt like that was our most complete game of the season, but we've got more to give. We'll see how they get off to a quick start today to prove that to the nation. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. Houston about to kick off to get things underway. Bringing it back. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. Looking for room. It's Turner. Oh, he's got some space. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
And that's not a surprise. We all knew and talked about coming in. Who are they going to feature? They give it to him the first play, and he chews up and gets a first down. We're going to see more of that. I'm excited to watch this matchup, but the defense, Jesse, they better get physical. They better get better in a heartbeat.
Well, and they've got to fight some emotion right now, too, because the fans are excited. The offensive line is absolutely juiced after that opening play. They're now getting lathered up. They're now getting excited. They're pointing to the sideline. Run it again. Run the same play again.
Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Running inside. It's Turner. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Let's look at the big picture for Pitt. They've climbed into the top 25. Nothing has been given to these guys, but they're quickly becoming a problem for everybody else.
Well, they are, and they earned that number beside their name. They've played really, really well. The question is now, can you keep it? David, how many times in the past have we seen a team outside the top 25 finally get ranked and then get blown out the very next week?
And there's not a lot of difference between 25 and 45. A lot of times, so many people close together. So earn that ranking and try to keep climbing.
Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
Such a nice job in pass protection. You got the corner route there to the tight end. It's going to take the big fella a little while to get to that area of the field, so you got to build a nice pocket for the quarterback to throw from, and all five guys up front doing their job.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stuck with an interception. Run inside. It's Hughes. Defense all over him.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking for a man. It's Wigman. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be third down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He's going to run it. Turning it on.
And on the third play of the drive, third down, is the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
From the gun, it's Hughes. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. Let's talk for a second about Houston. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. There he goes to the right. Takes it in. Touchdown, Panthers. They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Houston offense comes onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Drops back on first down. Quickly to the tight end. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
Hey, that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
That one just came off his hand badly.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you have a prominent jawline and an urgent resolve. They'll go for it. Drag to the ground, but not before. He's converting the 4th down to keep the drive going.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
Looking to throw, it's Wegman. Fires and picked off. Taking it the other way. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. The Panthers offense comes out ready to go on the attack. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
And back to the air on 2nd down. Timed that hit perfectly to keep it from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down.
And as a quarterback, you've got to be able to take advantage of the situation. You were given the ball in tremendous field position. You've thrown 2 straight incompletions. You can't squander this opportunity. You need a big play here.
Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. Looking for room at the 40. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Tells the run, wants to pass. Fires it down the seam. Makes a deep grab. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
And this is why it's so important, David, to get the run game going, because it sets up play action and gives them an opportunity to take these types of shots down the field.
And it's just so hard because as a defensive lineman, when you give the play action, I'm thinking run, I'm playing run, slows that pass rush down just enough and sucks those linebackers up, make those passing windows so much bigger. Nice job by the offense.
Nice job recognizing the route defensively there. As soon as that ball was thrown, that defender knew exactly who it was going to, and he was able to make the tackle at the perfect time. No gain on that one.
They bring him down, the option run to perfection, and it will move the chains.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback, and too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
Houston has it with a 1st and goal. Looking to throw, it's Wigman. Big fella moving. Touchdown, Cougars! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Extra point here will tie the game. And they did tack on the extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. On the run, it's Turner. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Out wide right, it's Hunt. They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position that can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Fresh-headed downs going up top. Throws to the wideout. Between the hashes, it's Hicks. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. And the Panthers come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Single back formation, and they give it to him. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. We played 1, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see if someone can get the edge in the 2nd quarter. This time they'll throw it. Caught in the backfield, it's Lee. Makes a catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
We're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that 1st down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
On a ground to cover here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Breaks into the open. Inside the 40. At the 20. He takes it in. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. PAT unit on the field. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. He'll bring it out. It's Robinson. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. The Panthers offense comes out ready to go to work. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Caught in the backfield, it's Yates. Could not make his way to the corner.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I mean, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
Well, after not getting a thing done on first down, it's 2nd and long from the 24. From the gun. That one's not even close.
And I'm kind of surprised by this performance, man. The QB last week, you could tell, dude, he was in rhythm. He was good timing. You could tell the chemistry with receivers were good. And today, everything just looks off. And it looks hard. It looks difficult. They got to find a way to get back in the rhythm they were in last week.
He didn't make it. He's down at the 32, and that'll be 3 yards short of the line to gain and bring up 4th down.
How about it? How about the old toss play, right? QB catches the ball, tosses it to the running back. Listen, it's got to be thrown out in front of him so he can continue to run, and then that offensive line has to do a really good job of getting the edge so he can get north and south. Used to see that play a ton back in the day. You just don't see much of it anymore.
I understand the desire to keep the ball, but going for it inside your own 40? Looking for room straight ahead. There he goes. And he's brought down, but he picks up the first down, and the gamble pays off. In their own territory, but completely undaunted as they go for it and make it on 4th down.
And it's crazy. I don't even think you have a second thought anymore. Even in your own side of the field, like, what, I'm going to have bad field position? Nah, I don't really care. We're going to go for it. We're going to play the numbers. We're going to be aggressive.
Fresh setter downs going to the air. They'll run the screen, and he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. It'll just make it more satisfying if they can move the chains after starting 1st and 20. He wants to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. And that one's incomplete.
This really has been a Jekyll and Hyde story for this quarterback. His last game out, he completed over 80% of his throws, but things just not going his way in this one. You've got to give the defense a ton of credit.
Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
3rd and long coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. Still looking. Throws to the wideout. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
Searching for space. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Here comes the Houston offense once again. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want it. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
Looking to throw, it's Wegman. Rushes on. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a 1st down. Looking for a gap. It's Hughes. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
First one of the day is on its way. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on once. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Just smothered on the play.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Second down to the air. Finds his tight end. This is the kind of run that falls in the category of sanctioned violence as he's up to the 31. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. 3rd and long, a lot of ground to cover. From the gun, wants to pass. And the 3rd down pass incomplete after a good deflection by the defense.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone. He tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised they're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the 1st down. Nothing to worry about, Reese.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Right back to the well. Past the 6. He's up to 55 yards on the ground so far in this one, and he is closing in on that 1,000-yard mark. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Turner.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Kept the last one on the ground, now they'll throw. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Working the middle. And he stopped, brought down at the 18. It'll be enough for the 1st down. The Panthers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. From the red zone, looking for a space. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
And there's not very many offensive plays that are going to be successful. If you can rush 3 guys and still get to the quarterback, that's not a good sign for this offensive line.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Yates. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. Trying to squeak through the pile. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. Now the Cougars are going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They've already converted once on 4th down on this drive. They are unafraid to make everywhere 4-down territory. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Touchdown, Panthers! Right on the money, and he makes the grab in the end zone. Looking for the tie with the extra point. And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. To the air, it's Wigman. Under pressure. Excellent pursuit by this defense as he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage.
You could clearly tell that he wanted to throw the football and he wanted to go through the air and make a big play. Defense does a great job corralling him, getting some pressure, and most importantly, getting him on the ground.
Trying to burn this defensive back. Upstairs, he's got it. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to throw one first. Bought a little time, lets it go. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Hits inside, it's Hughes. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. They love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. The holder's going to line it up right at the 30. This will be a 40-yard field goal attempt. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. And here in the third quarter, it is still a tie ball game. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Fellows, welcome into the Week 13 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. So many seasons on the line. We start with Oregon taking on the Washington Huskies.
Takes the handoff. It's Hughes. Oh, he's got some space. He's now up to 66 yards on the ground, and he is well within striking distance of a 1,200-yard rushing season.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get in the space and make the big gain.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Looking downfield, it's Wegman. Stepping to the right. Going to try to get it himself. Open space at the 25. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs. They'll move the wide receiver. Tackled after a short gain. It'll be 2nd and 9. Long way to go on 2nd down. In the backfield, it's Walker. Can't get him to the ground. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 1st and goal now for Houston as they try to get it in. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Here comes the heat. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
I love the discipline of this defense. Not just playing run, right? They know it could be a pass in this situation. Pinning their ears back, getting to the quarterback, taking away all that small stuff. All the stuff, the easy access, the free release. Nice job of nice discipline.
Touchdown, Houston! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. So that's a 59-yard touchdown drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Pittsburgh sends out the offense to start this drive. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Unloads to the right. Caught, it's Yates. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
And what a huge play for the offense. Hitting that throw not only is big for their confidence, but it also flips the field.
That kind of play will put a jolt into a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just inside the 40. Fresh set of downs going up top. Fires to the wideout. Left side is Lee. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! Once he got some room, it was over. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the third. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the points come on a pass from 39 yards out. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. Sees an alley. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Hughes. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. It's Wigman. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
Just gets rid of it to avoid the sack.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Not a lot of room to field this one. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense got to stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, 1st and 10. Handoff to the lone back. Nowhere to go.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
2nd down, gonna throw it. Throwing right. Beautifully thrown ball, terrific catch, and they'll have the 1st down.
Well, that's a great job working through his progression. The first guy he wanted to throw to wasn't open. He was able to kind of get through it, and lo and behold, there's a guy wide open. Nobody near him. It's a big play for the offense.
Follows his blocks. It's right. Enough to move the chains. And he's knocked down. They'll mark it at the 15. It's a 1st down in the red zone.
1st down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
The Panthers will snap it on 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Trying to run, it's right. They put the brakes on it.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Back to pass on 2nd down. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. And the ball goes out of bounds. They'll maintain possession, but it'll be marked for no gain.
Well, they got a really nice drive going on offense. They're on their opponent's side of the field, but you're not going to come away with any points if you turn it over. They've got to do a better job of ball security. Very, very lucky that ball went out of bounds.
A field goal here would put them on top, but a touchdown's what you want in a game like this. That ball's incomplete. They had the screen all set up, and he couldn't hang on to the ball. And the field goal unit is on the field. And he'll try to knock it through from the right hash and 35 yards out. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. And here in the 3rd quarter, it is still a tie ball game. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking downfield, it's Wegman. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. And the Cougars trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll try the counter. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. Very close to putting a bow on this one. Gives us a minute to check out the top 25 here in the final week of the season and to wonder what type of impact this result will have on these rankings. Can't wait to see how this 4th quarter is going to go and see who can come out on top in this barn burner. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And this will be picked off. A costly turnover in a tie game. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, Panthers! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
What a play by this defense. The offense going in to take the lead. No. Flip the script. The big pick 6. Now you're leading in this ball game. What a play by the D.
And the extra point is good. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. And boy, was that last missed field goal huge. That keeps these guys in the game if they can get something going on offense right now. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Kept it on the ground. Now they'll throw. Got a man. It's Thomas. And he's marked down right there, but a good pickup, and it'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out wide left, it's Walker. Finally forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
Well, you're trailing into games. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running. He's able to break a tackle, and that's an explosive play they need now as they're trying to tie this game up.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Wigman. Swats it away.
Part of being a defender, especially against the pass, is you got to see where that receiver's going to. And when he sticks his foot in the ground, you could tell when he stuck his foot in the ground, that in route was breaking in. They knew it, broke on it, swatted the ball down, and made a nice play.
Just got rid of that one.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the 4th down decision pays off big time. Not really a huge decision there. You don't want to give up the football at this juncture of the game, and they're able to keep the drive going.
You know, the head coach here obviously feels like punts and field goals are not going to get him back in, and so put this one on your quarterback. Trust in him to go out and execute and give your team a chance to win.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
2nd and long here. This time they'll throw it. Unloads to the wideout. That's caught. It's Walker. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down. The Cougars come to the line with a new set of downs. Quick give. It's Hughes. Hard running there. Tough run. Gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17.
You know, you better form tackle better on defense. You had a chance to make a big play, miss the running back, and as a result, he's getting positive yards. Defense has to do a better job of finishing.
Going to the run. The offense pops it up, and they were on the move. A fortuitous turn of events to keep possession of that one. Pivotal moment, perhaps even a decisive play coming on 3rd and 3. The Cougars will use their 1st timeout here. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. The Cougars come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Moves the pocket. It's Wegman. Throws to the wideout. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down.
And this offense put together a really good drive, man. Like, that was a good drive, but 3rd down in the red zone when the field starts to shrink, they really struggle to try to find a play to get someone open.
Snapped on 4th down. Looking left. Looking to get it in. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the 4th down, and it paid off. And they are looking to pull even with a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. Keeps it himself. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars! The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the 4th. That is what they mean when they say ball control. A 14-play touchdown drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Slips through the line. He's got an alley. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Pitt.
And that's what you want to see from your squad. You want to see resilience. On the very last drive, the opponent tied the game up. So you're not wasting any time. You're not saying, well, our offense will come out and drive the ball down. No. We're going to do this right here, right now. We're taking the kickoff. We're letting our guy do his thing out in space, getting blocks, racing off into the open field, all the way back for a touchdown. And just like that, they retake the lead.
Here comes the Houston offense out and ready to go. And boy, was that last missed field goal huge. That keeps these guys in the game if they can get something going on offense right now. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The last completion got him 6. Now it's 2nd and 4. Looking downfield, it's Wigman. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. Selling the fake. And down he goes. A sack on 4th down, and the defense gets the football back. If you're the defensive coordinator, no time to worry about bust. You have to sell out to get the ball back. The snap wants to throw to start this drive. Left side is right. Got enough space. Touchdown, Panthers. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with an L.
He wants a big play here late, and he needed a little bit wider field as that one falls out of bounds.
I'll tell you, this offense just can't afford too many more incompletions because time's running out in the game. They need big plays in the passing attack, vertically down the field, and they've got to score some touchdowns.
Scanning the field, it's Wegman. Fires to the wideout. With the catch, it's Broussard.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. Houston getting set, looking at 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Whoa, does he turn that loose down the middle. He's got it way down the field. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
And that is the exact opposite what this defense wants. When you have the lead, you can't give up an explosive play or back-to-back explosive plays. Play the coverage where you've got multiple eyes on the quarterback. Dropping back, not giving up the big play.
Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. 2nd down, gonna throw it. Extending the play. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And I really like the decision by the quarterback there. And listen, it's early in the downs. Like, don't force it. Don't make a turnover. He tucks it, get what you can get, and then live to play the next down. I like that execution by the QB.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. A 4th quarter field goal down by this much, that's a lot like putting a lipstick on the proverbial pig. Doesn't do much to change the looks. Got to score the touchdown on 4th and goal. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty.